Hey, 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 welcome. It's Friday Reads. How is everybody? Let's see, who do we have in the house? We have Sharon. Hello, happy Friday. And we have Queen R2. Welcome. So, how is everybody? Did you have a good Christmas? Let me just make my little announcement. This is Friday Reads. This is Friday Reads Live. This is where we talk about what we're reading today, Friday, this weekend, and sometimes into the following week. We are right at the end of the year, so we only have literally like 5 more days left, and it's over. I know people are still reading. I know I am. I've already finished my goal, which was 50 books for the year, and I think I've read 51 or 52. And I'm working on one right now. I'm just doing one book at a time. I'm not trying to, do anything fancy. I'm working on one now, and I'm kind of looking through another one. So I'm going to show you in just a minute what I'm reading. Hey DL and hey Tracy, how are you? Happy Friday. I hope you had both a great Christmas with your families. Um, I had a great Christmas, and I'm glad it's over because I'm tired. I need my peace and quiet, back to the quiet house with, the quiet where I can get some reading done because I have not been reading, y'all, because all this mayhem going on around here. So I'm back. Hey, I'm Alola. How are you? Happy Friday. Hope you had a good holiday, Christmas with your friends and your family. Let me just show you what I'm reading. Okay, what I'm drinking is the last of that Advent calendar. It's Mariage Frère. This is called Noël Majesté, and it's a Rooibos Rouge, and it's fantastic. Mm, that's what I'm drinking. Now, what am I reading? I'm reading this in Every Mirror She's Black by Lola Akinmade Ackerstrom. So I'm reading this, and I'm only 106 pages in, but it reads pretty quickly. Yeah, it's not so bad. I'm not, I had to restart it because I was trying to do too many things at one time and read, and it just wasn't working. So I had gotten, I think it was 20 pages in, and I just went back and started over again. And so, yeah, it's not too bad, and I'm getting through it. I think I'll be able to get through it pretty quickly. So that's what I'm reading, and then I'm looking through this, which I got for Christmas, and it has the best pictures ever in here. The fashion, the family, Barack, Michelle, the kids, you know. So I'm loving that too. I'm reading that as well. So now what y'all reading? Let me see. Adil said had a very quiet holiday. It's just me, and I love that. Okay, well I love that for you, girl. Tracy said the day was great. We're all just relaxing today. Yeah, that's good. Nobody had to work. That's good. Hey Curtis, how are you? Happy Friday. How was your Christmas? What are you reading? Tracy said, I finished The Wilderness and I'm just about done with Surviving Paris, a memoir of healing in the city of light by Robin Allison Davis. So how was the wilderness? That's what I want to know. How was the wilderness? Because I've heard so many mixed reviews on this book. I don't know what to think. Yeah, it is really good. I my kids gave me this for Christmas, and I started looking through it, and I'm really enjoying just looking at it because it's like memories, because like all of the 8 years of them, like how cute is this, y'all? Can you see how cute is that? Oh my God, how cute is that? Oh, this book. Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Oh, damn, you have to work. I'm sorry. Hey, Alicia, how are you? Happy Friday. How was your Christmas? What are you reading? Mm, let me see. Queen R2 said, I'm trying to decide between Dominion and the Wilderness for my last book of 2020. I can't help you, girl. I don't know. I can't help you. Wait. I'm waiting for Tracy to tell me how it was, the Wilderness. Dominion doesn't sound like my cup of tea, so I'm pass on that one. But the Wilderness, it could be my cup of tea. I'm just not sure. Hey Rosa, how are you? Happy Friday. Sharon, she's currently reading Homecoming by Ya Jossi. I read that. That's really good. We can still fight over whether it's a novel or short story collection. We can still fight over that though. Um, let's see. Sharon said working also and listening. Okay, no problem, girl. I get it. Curtis said, let's see, had a great Christmas. I'm currently reading short stories by Langston Hughes and Night Wherever We Go. Oh, that's so good. Night Wherever We Go by Tracy Rose Payton. It is a great book thus far. It is. I feel like she was gypped because more people should have read that book and should have raved about it and pushed it because Night Wherever We Go is, I thought it was real good. Hey, Anna, happy holidays. How are you? What are you reading? How was your Christmas? Um, Tracy said, enjoyed the wilderness. The ending left a little bit to be desired, but her character development is always top notch. Okay, so do you think it's better than her first book? That's my question. Is it better than her first? Now, I haven't read her first book yet. I'm not getting the wilderness until I read the first book. But do you think the wilderness is better than her first book? I'm curious. Amalula said, reading My Friends by Frederick Bachman, okay, and of Fine, Graves, The Graves of Fine and Private Place by Alan Bradley. Oh, it's a Fluffy Duluth mystery. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the one with the little girl who's a detective. I have not read those yet, but I have been interested in it because I've heard people talk about it and say how good it is. Tracy said, "Night Wherever We Go" was so good. Yeah, I know, right? And not enough people will read that one though. Anna said, currently reading The Loneliness of Sonia and Sunny. I'm a quarter in and I can't seem to fight. Oh boy. Yeah, that's terrible because Sonia and Sunny is a big book. 600 and some odd pages, not more. Um, Jenna Smith says reading about James Baldwin, titled Baldwin a Love Story. Okay. Um I'm a little I like Flores. She doesn't come across as juvenile. Yeah. That's what I hear. I mean, that's why I think a lot of people like it because it's not so like it's giving some like Harry Potter voice or something like that. It's giving something that is, that is acceptable, Um Tracy said, in my opinion, The Wilderness was not better than The Turnaround. Oh, okay. Now that's saying something. Hmm. Wow. Okay. I wasn't expecting you to say that, but I'm not surprised that you say that because I can't say I've seen a ton of reviews or a ton of people talking about the book. Now, I did see Morgan. She said she was going to be reading it, but I haven't heard her opinion on it yet. I haven't really heard anybody's opinion on the wilderness. So I find it interesting what you say that you didn't feel that it was better than Turner House. So that's noted. Um, Alicia says Christmas is great, fun spending time with family. I'm reading Last Scene by Judith Geisberg, and it's a nonfiction about the ads formerly enslaved people took out looking for loved ones. Oh, that must be very interesting. Wow. Yeah, I would like to hear your opinion on that one. That sounds real good. Rosa said, this weekend I'll be finishing up American Spy by Lauren Wilkinson. She's 70% done. It had a Disconcerting start, but quickly got on track. Probably going to be a solid four. Well, that sounds great. Mm, that sounds real good. A solid four. I have not read American Spy. Do not own it and buy it. No, your girl focusing on her shelf. She gonna focus. Focus. That's the thing. Focus. So yeah, so that sounds really, really good. I like if people who just came in, I'm reading In Every Mirror She's Black, and I'm also reading The Look by Michelle Obama. I received for Christmas from my daughters. Loving this book. So, oh, that's also something else. I want to shout out Chocolate Covered Pages. If you guys follow her, she did an excellent interview with Lola on Akinamade. She did an interview with her on her channel just recently, and it was a very, very good interview. So I highly recommend you go over there and check out her with her. It's quite good. Um, let's see. Rosa said also finished Happy Land by Dolan Perkins Valdez. Okay, very nice. How would you like it? What would you rate it? Tracy said I'm gonna round out the year with 63 books after I'm done with Surviving Paris. Well, that sounds real good. I don't know what my end of the year is gonna be. I'm still working on it. I'm DL. I read all the way, all the way to all the way to at least 9 p.m. Something like that, or 8 p.m. We gonna see what that. I'm not gonna say nothing. We gonna see what that turns out to be. Mm. So, but I mean, I know that it's been a hectic. These last 2-3 months of the year usually pretty crazy. Um, with how much stuff is going on, and particularly the month of December in general. I just think people either read a whole ton of crap the last month, or they read very little the last month because it's just a lot going on. Um, so the main thing is you read one book, you did that, because most people don't even do that. So I think we're all pat ourselves on the back of having really good reading years, because a lot of people here read at least 10 books a year, which we need to applaud anybody who's reading at this point, because a lot of people are not. Um, so goals, we're getting closer and closer to this January 1st, where people start putting out their reading goals for the year and stuff like that. I, like, I said, okay, I'm gonna leave the reading goals to a minimum and try to do something simple. And I don't know. I may change. That's not saying nothing right now. Um, but yeah, I think I need to keep that simple. 2026. I don't need to be no highfalutin. No, no. Rosa said Happy Land was enjoyable. Was an enjoyable read. Rated a 4 stars. Okay, well that sounds real good. That sounds right up the alley of Dolan Perkins Valdez, because she's a full writer. Let's see. Amalula said my main goal is to read my unread shelves. Yeah, that's pretty much one of my main ones. Amalula said no rereads for me next year. Too many unread books. Yeah. Did I reread? I have reread quite a few things in the past few years. And unfortunately, I'm going to wind up reading one thing for sure, which is in February, because Michael, Tatiana, and I, for Read So Lit, are going to be reading Invisible Man. But I hadn't read it in eons. So since I was in college, so I'm not too mad about that reread. But I'm gonna try to make it be the only reread that I do, because I'm like you. I don't want to reread nothing right now. I need to get on get on the track and get these unread books read. like I said, I got books on the floor in stacks, and that ain't good. So, um, let's see. Oh, okay. So Tracy said exactly. I'm not setting a goal. I'm just gonna read. You on that one. Hey, walking in the woods, 981. Hey, so happy to be able to tune in. I'm trying to finish up Catherine Carmier by Ernest Gaines and Rain Shot by P. Jelly Clark. Oh, very good. How was your Christmas? Tracy said also rest in peace to Delana R.A. Dameron. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Dameron, I think it is Dameron. Yes, rest in peace. Um, Let me see. You started reading Catherine Cormier. I don't think I know that book. Catherine Cormier by Ernest Gaines. I don't know that one. But you know what? I don't think I've actually read any Ernest Gaines. I don't think I've read any Ernest Gaines. Now that I think about it. Uh, yeah, that's bad. I think I own one, but I haven't read any of his work. Yeah, I probably need to put that on my list of definitely read for next year because I should have at least read one thing by Ernest Gaines. That's not normal. I need to, I need I need to change that. Mm. But there is one thing I would like to do. I would like to finish up some of the unfinished series that I have. Because there's a couple of them could be finished with just reading one or two books. And I really need to make an effort to do that. Because I think if I can finish up these series or finish up the last book or two in the backlist of an author, if I could do that, I think I could. I think I would feel like I had actually accomplish something, other than of course reading the books on my shelves. But I really think that reading the backlist and finishing off the series would be the best option. And so I'm for that I have to make an effort, but I'm not sure if I'm going to make that, but I think I can make it because there aren't a ton of them. The only one I think will happen this, I know it won't happen this year, is Easy Rollins because I am too far at the beginning of that long book to actually finish, all of that next year. So I'll probably try to read two or three of them, but it's the ones like I need to finish reading uh, uh what's it called? The Blanche on the Lamb series. I gotta finish that. I only have one book left and I still haven't finished it. Blanche series. Crazy. I need to read that, so I can finish the series. I still need to read to finish all the battles of Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I still need to read oh yeah. What is it called? The Thing Around Your Neck, Hibiscus, and Dream Count. If I can read those three, then I'll have read all of her books. Um, who else? I still need to finish reading William Melvin Kelly. I think there's four that I need to read in his thing to finish. There's what's that book called? There's another one. It's a trilogy, and I still have two books. It's like one, two books here and there. I need to get on that. No, I told you I have not read anything from him. I have not read a lesson before dying, but I have a copy of that book. No, I have not read anything from him, and I was never assigned anything from him in college. Even in the black lit classes that I took, he was never on the list. Go figure. I don't know. I don't get it. So I never read any of his books. Kara Holmes says she notes from a black chef, Sky Full of Elephants, Dominion. Okay, very nice. That's a variety of reading, so that's kind of cool. Tracy said, I think there's 17 books in the, yeah, I know. Child, I think I've only read, no, I only read five. I think it's five I've read. But I don't own 17. I think I only own 12 maybe or 11. I'm not sure. I think it's 12 or 11 because I was trying to get the books from the same publishers so they would kind of look the same. And then as I started to read, I started realizing that it's not so easy to get the one that I'm looking for. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that. I have to figure something out because I don't know. Um, Rosa said I will be reading Miss Muriel and Other Stories by Anne to finish her books. Very nice. That's great. Um, hey, Patrice in the house. A Lesson Before Dying was a very good book. Yeah, it is a good, and I will definitely be putting that on my list of 2026 to read because it's crazy that I haven't read any books from him. That's just not normal. So I'm gonna have to get get on track with that because that's not normal. But I think what I'm gonna do is the next couple of days I'm gonna start making like a list maybe of like maybe 150 books, just a list, and then I'll put them in categories um, so that I can make my book choosing a little easier. So I'm gonna try my best to try to put this list together. Rosa said, "A Gathering of Old Men and A Lesson for Dying are my favorites by Mr. Gaines. I definitely have A Lesson for Dying. I do not have A Gathering of Old Men, though, but that's okay. I'm gonna get to A Lesson for Dying, and and that's one of your faves, so I'm sure I'm gonna like it too. So I'm gonna try, but I'm make this list out, and if I can manage to make the list, then I might put it on my blog. That way, I have something to keep me straight and narrow. But all that matters is that I read stuff from my shelves. That's it. Got to read from that. That way, I can kind of like start getting some things out. Although I did get some books off the shelves when I was doing my organizing during Vlogmas, but not nearly enough, in my opinion. I think I maybe got 14 books off, but I still have two shelves to go. So we're gonna see. Tracy said, "Gallon, A Romance in Black by Walter Mosley is coming out in May 2026." I ain't gonna be reading it. I ain't gonna be buying that. Nope. Mm-mm. The only person that can get me to get my credit card out right now, you know who he is, Leonard Pitts Jr. He the only one. I'm gonna whip a credit card out and buy a book next year. He the only one. You don't even get my coin in 2026. Um, and I don't know who else could get my coin. Colson Whitehead could get my coin, but no, mm-mm. Nobody else is going to be able to get my coin. But I don't know if his book is coming out next year or not. I have been trying to dig, haven't found anything yet. So we're gonna see. But the goal is to read the shelves and to not buy too many damn books. Now, of course, it's the year of Festival America. I know what you're thinking, Rosa, but it's Festival America. Festival America will come. I'm still got to dig to try to figure out who the heck is coming to Festival America. Haven't had time to do that, but I'm going to dig for that. And I may wind up buying some books when I'm there, but we will see. Wait, let me see. Half Price Books is having 20% off till the 28th. Taking my boxes of books there, and whatever they give me is what I'll spend in the store if I find anything. Well, that sounds fair. You're getting rid of some books. I wish I had a half price on the road too, but nada. Rosa said I have some Percival Everett unread on my shelves. I'm excited to get to them. Trees and Sidney Poitier. Oh yeah, those are both good. The trees, excellent. I am not Sidney Poitier, also excellent, really good. Um, I have a lot of Percival Everett on shelves, but I've only read like, let me see, I've only read one, two, three, four, five. I've only read five Percival Everett, but I must have like another five or six on my shelf because he's got a big backlist of books. So I'll be making my way through gradually of those. I will not, say I'm going to read them all. I don't own them all, but I can't see myself reading them. I mean, I could read two or three a year, but I don't see myself reading more than that. So Percival Everett is going to be a backlist I'm just going to get over time. Um, but the trees really, really good. I'm not sitting for very too. You can't go wrong with any of those. I wish I had a half price. Oh, I wish I had one because it actually shipped my books a lot easier. Um, but I might wind up like trying to call like some bookshops and see if they're interested in purchasing any of them. If I can get a half decent price, then that might happen, and that way I can ship a lot of you know books that I don't want to own anymore, and that would just be heaven. But I don't know if that's going to happen because they're very particular. Some bookstores are really particular about what they pick up, um, particularly when they pick up used ones. So yeah, because they're always looking for particular titles. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to see if I can make that work. But that's my other out. Other than that, I can just literally outright sell them myself. A couple of sites that sell used books, and I think they do have a section for English books. So this that could be a possibility to sell it like that. But I don't know. But we got to read some stuff now. We got to read. We got to read. Because yeah, we can't be having books on the floor. That's not gonna work. Um, let's see. Rosa said, "Have you had a chance to go to any French bookstores? See who has been." No, I have not. But I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna go tomorrow because it's Saturday. The bookstore will be open. I think it'll be open tomorrow. I'm gonna go over there and see what's up. See what's up in the bookstore because that's my local bookstore, and she's very much a fan of American literature. So she'll let me know, and I'll be able to see it because when you go to the bookstore there, if she's read it, she'll stick a post-it on the front of the book, and so when you see the book, you see the post-it, and you can see her what she thought about the book. Um, but I do think that for sure, Arf Kwan is going to be there. I think because Arf Kwan has a lot of books out, and she wasn't there last time, but I think she's going to be there this time. I mean, if Arf Kwan wasn't there, I'd be very surprised. Um, for sure. But she's about the only one that I can say, yeah, she's going to be there. She's the only one. I'm going to go, but I'm going tomorrow. I'm going to town and check it out. I'll let you know, Rosa. Don't worry, I'll let you know. But I'll have to probably keep on it and for the next couple of months just to be sure. Aren't anything that nothing new comes out because some new stuff could come out after the new year. That's going to be a little bit of a job to go and keep checking on that to see if anything coming out. But yeah, so that's it. I am reading a little bit. I'm back to reading a little bit after the hecticness of Christmas and everything. I'm not reading. I'm not rushing with that, but in every mirror she's black reads pretty quickly. So I'm not mad at it. I'm loving the look. So good. We'll see if I can read something else afterwards. I'm gonna pick something up because I'm reading all the way till 31st. That's how we do. Does Michelle Obama book have a lot of text or most? Well, it has a little bit of text as well. Some text. It has text, a little bit of text and some pictures, really beautiful pictures. Um, Tracy says, "Has anyone Percival Everett by Virgil?" I have not read that one, which is actually by Percival Everett. Yeah, I have not read that one, and I heard that one is not an easy read either. Haven't read it, and I don't know if I own that one. Hmm, I'm not sure if I own that one. But yeah, I remember someone saying it wasn't an easy read, but it was good. So we'll have to, have to wait and see on that one. Unless you decide to read it first, Tracy. I'm not sure if I don't think I own that one. It's not one of the ones that I remember having picked up. So um, that's probably not going to be on one of my lists to read anytime soon until I can get through the other ones that I have by him, which, like I said, I have quite a few, but I've only read 4 or 5 of them. So I need to focus, focus. Um, so yeah, so that's it. Does anybody have a TBR for January set up yet, or are you just gonna play it by ear? I mean, my TBR is set. I ain't even said it. That's just from all the buddy reads and all the book clubs. So my list was set. So does everybody else have their January set, or at least know what book they're gonna pick up January 1st? Because that's the one thing is what book are you picking up? What will be the book number one that you pick up January 1st, 2026? I'm still not sure what I'm which pick up. I don't know if I should go with something short, something intense, or should I go with um, a graphic novel. I don't know. Let's see, I'm Melissa. January in Japan. Will pull from my shelves at will. Oh, Jerry, I didn't even know about January in Japan. Okay. I could read one book back. I could read what was the one that was talking about that I hadn't read yet from Yoko Gawa. I think it's called The Diving Pool. I could read The Diving Pool. Hello Tatiana. How are you? How was your Christmas? What are you reading? Amala said she has 4 book club reads. Yeah, I look, girl. I got one, 2 book club reads and 2 buddy reads. I think. Yeah, 2 reads. So I'm set. Tracy said January is pretty set. January is starting out with Tupac Shakur, the authorized biography by Stacey Robinson. Okay. It was published in 2023. She also co-wrote the documentary Dear Mama. Okay, well done. So that's what you're gonna start with. Have you got like? Do you know what the other ones are gonna be, or you're gonna wait until you see how it goes? Okay, John, you're still reading Chakot. Christmas was good. So are you liking Chakot? Because I kind of liked it, even though it's not the book that makes the best huge discussion. I kind of like reading the badass black gay pirate lady. I mean, I wasn't mad at it. I wasn't mad at it. Curtis said in January I will start reading either Hours. Ooh, you starting big. Okay. Or Jubilee, another biggie. Wow. Okay. I have not read Hours, but I have read Jubilee, and Jubilee is good, even though I think that main character, what was the main character's name? In Jubilee, what was it? Etta something. Yeah, she's funny. Let's just put it that way. But both of those sound like great reads. Wow, picking up the big chunkers right in the beginning of the year. Boom. That's what I'm talking about, Curtis. I'm gonna listen. I'll be reading 6-4 by Yokoyama. It's a crime mystery. Oh yeah, it's probably gonna be scary as hell. It's gonna be super slasher, and yeah, because Japanese they can write crazy stuff. Okay, so Tatiana's enjoying it. I wish you would have been there, Tatiana, because some of them were like, we not feeling it. I said, I thought it was great, but okay, I thought it was fun, nice palate cleanser, Yeah, they weren't feeling it. They weren't feeling it. Tracy said, I read it in 2023 and it was awesome. I'm reading it as a buddy read. Wait, what are you reading as a buddy read? I'm sorry, I missed out. I don't know which one you're talking about, Tracy. Tatiana said, I just got to the pirate section. Yarr! Look, I ain't mad at it. Like buckling and all that. Tracy said, all right, Curtis, ours was great. It was a bunch back, but it was very good. Yeah, that's what I hear. And Jubilee is really good too. Jubilee reads pretty quickly, even though it doesn't feel like it does. Hey Keisha, how are you? How was your Christmas? What are you reading? Let's see. Keisha says currently reading the seventh book, the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. Hope everyone had holidays went well, and I hope yours went well too. Um, Elvira, is it Elvira? It's not Elvira. Is it Elvira? Somebody help me. Is it Elvira? I don't think it's Elvira. I don't think it's Elvira. Let's see. Jubilee. What was her name? What's her name? Viry. Viry. Viry was her name. Yeah, no, Viry was a little bit. She needed to be reminded that she was a slave for 5 seconds, but other than that, it's a good book. Um, Tatiana said, I'm into adventures and chucks who kick ass. Well, look, I ain't got a problem with that. And she got thighs of steel, okay? Tracy said Tupac Shakur, the author. Oh, okay, that's what you were talking about. It's being reread as a buddy read. Oh, okay. Yeah, her name is Viry. It's not Elvira, it's Viry is her name. Yeah, Jubilee tells the story of Viry, the child of a white plantation owner and one of his black slaves. Viry bears witness to the South antebellum opulence and its brutality. Yada yada yada. Yeah, Viry was something else. Yeah, she was something else. But it's a good book. I don't know. I felt like it was kind of long. Was it long that when it seemed like it felt long? Wait, let's see what it says. Yeah, it's on the longest. It's 497 pages. I remember when I was reading it, I felt like it was a little on the long side, but it's still really good. Like when you're reading it, you're not like I wasn't bored or anything like that. So I think you're gonna like it, Curtis, and I'm sure you're gonna like Hours because I've heard nothing. I've not heard a bad word about Hours. That's for the person I haven't heard a bad. That's gonna say Elvira's the queen of the dark vampire chick from the 80s. Yeah, I remember Elvira. Um, yeah, I remember Elvira. She used to do that show in at night in the evening or whatever, but they would show these really weird, horror films or whatever. Yeah, I remember her. But yeah, Viry was she was quite the character in Jubilee. She was something else. She was like, thinking all kinds of things. But it was like the whole time we're thinking, does this bitch remember that she's a slave? You're gonna be repeating that in your head all the time. Like, does she has she forgotten that she's a slave? I mean, you're gonna be repeating that in your head a lot, Curtis. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I liked it. I thought it was a good read. It was a fun read. But I do have hours on my list to read for next year because hours I should have read it when it first came out. Did not there. So I'm gonna get to that. I remember Jubilee is an older book. When it came out, a black woman protagonist wasn't as available as today. Yeah, possibly. Probably, yeah. Mm, I liked it. I thought it was good. I think if you look on my channel, you can see that I did a discussion with a couple of booktubers on it. We read it together and we discussed it, but it's a whole video. But if you put in, I think if you put Jubilee discussion, it should come up. Don't put it if you haven't read the book and you wanna, you're thinking of reading the book because it's full of spoilers. So, only pull it up if you have read the book, because I don't want you to be spoiled. I don't want you to be spoiled. But yeah, so that's it. There is not much else going on. You guys have any questions, you can ask. Other than that, yeah, it's gonna be me and in every mirror she's black today and this weekend. Um, and I don't know if I will read anything else. I might, if I get a chance, I might. Just not sure what that will be. So that's yeah. So the end of the year is going to end quiet, not in a lurch trying to read 50 million books to finish. Nah, it ain't happening. I'm just taking it easy. I'm not going to go overboard because mm-mm, that's not going to work for me. My brain is on slow mode right now. It's on that mode. So I'm happy I'm not in a book slump like I know some people are, which is terrible to be in a book slump, right? When we're about to start a new year. Um, I'm not in a book slump, so I'm happy about that. I don't have to work my way out of it, or anything like that. I'm happy to read, but I'm just not going crazy. That ain't happening. So that's pretty much it, y'all. I ain't got much else to say. I was just coming on here to touch base with y'all, see how Christmas was, see if y'all still reading. What y'all watching? Is anybody watching anything in particular? I mean, at the moment, I know, okay, there's Emily in Paris is out. There's Stranger Things is out. I haven't watched Stranger Things yet because I'm waiting for all the stuff to come out so I can just watch one thing after the next. I don't want to watch and then have to wait another week or whatever, like everybody's having to wait for the second part. So I'm waiting for it all to come out. When it all comes out, that's when I watch Stranger Things. Now I've already watched Emily in Paris because the episodes are really short. And then I did see that Bridgerton is coming back in January. So that should be interesting. Wait, let's see. Rosa said, "Did you read any of those 10 before the end of the?" I am reading one right now. I'm reading one right now. I don't know if it was her nickname or not, but it says it doesn't say that she had another name. It says her name is Viry. So I mean, I don't know. I don't remember it being Elvira though. I definitely don't remember her name being Elvira, but I remember Viry. But I'll grab my book at some point and look and see, but I don't remember her name being. Does anybody remember her name being Elvira? I don't remember it. I remember it being Viry. Um, as her name, not as a nickname. Um, so yeah. Yes, I had, like I said, I'm reading one right now. Is In Every Mirror She's Black. It's one of my 10 before the ends. I have not read all the 10 before the ends, and I don't really care. I don't care. Um, They're old books. They'll just get mixed in next year if I decide to read some of those. I still need to read from Teacher. I still need to read Miss Mural and Other Stories, and I still need to read The Street. Shit, her real name was Elvira. I don't remember that, but if you say it is, there you go. Okay, so you got it. So her real name was Elvira, and they called her Viry. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. But her character is a bit. She's a funny character. Oh, you Googled it. Okay, good. Because I wasn't Googling it, but I knew somebody in here would Google it. Um, yeah, she's. I don't remember her name being Elvira because I remember mostly Viry. I remember that. I don't remember Elvira. Must talk about it in the beginning of the book. It must say at some point in the beginning of the book that her real name is Elvira and that they call her Viry. It has to be in the beginning because why wouldn't it be? Mm. Okay, so that's cool. I learned something, but it's been a while since I read that book. I think I read that one in 2000, maybe 2015 or something like that. Around that period, it was a while ago. 2015, 2014, maybe I read Jubilee. It's been a minute. So that's good to know. Her name is actually Elvira, and they called her Fiery. I will note that. I didn't remember that at all. So, other than that, what was I asking? Is anybody watching anything that we should watch? Is anybody watching anything that we should watch? Because I haven't really been. I mean, I watched Emily in Paris pretty quickly, but I haven't really watched anything else. I don't think there's really anything good to watch at the moment. I don't know. I did go yesterday and um I saw Wicked second one and I thought it was real good. So that was interesting. I liked the way it was filmed. Beautiful colors, singing was great. It was in a smaller theater because it's been out already 6 weeks. So we were in a smaller theater, but it was still really nice. And yeah, I thought it was good. We saw it on Christmas Day. Um, I think Margaret Walker, her great grandmother was Elvira. Ah, okay. Yeah, I remember that. The character's based on her. But there was also a lawsuit that happened between, mm, let me see, who was it? Wasn't it a lawsuit between her and, oh, I don't remember who it was now. There was a lawsuit about that book, about Jubilee. Alex Haley, that's it. I'm trying to think what his name is. Yeah, there was a lawsuit about there being some similitudes between their storyline. Um, when is the second season of Paradise with Sterling K. Brown? I don't know. Just because Paradise, I don't think um, Paradise. I don't know if I can watch Paradise is in Hulu. I think it is in Hulu. because I don't have Hulu. So I don't know. I don't have Hulu and I don't have Apple Plus. I don't have any of that stuff. So I don't know because I have not been able to watch Paradise. Somebody in here has to give you a little heads up on that one because I don't know. I don't know. I watched that one before, but yeah, I don't know. There's not a lot happening to watch. So for me, that's a good thing because then I could just I'll just be reading more anyway. I won't be worrying about what's on Netflix, what's on on Amazon, um, you know, more whatever. I can focus more on reading and not worry so much about what's on TV because that just takes you away from the reading in the end. I need to be like Lola and not watch TV. Lola says, "Yeah, but you be watching TV." Paradise is scheduled to come back February 2020. But where do you watch it? I don't know what streaming site it's on. Tell me what streaming site it's on because I don't know. Yeah, I'm low. Yeah, but Didi, you be watching TV. That's why. That's why. You need to watch less TV. So I have watched less TV. I'm Lola. I have not been watching your people. I like watching those Nollywood shows. But I have been watching a lot less Nollywood, and I need to catch up because there was some Nollywood that I did not get that I needed to watch. I haven't watched. Wait, let's see. He's off today and said, "Oh, hi." Let's see. I'm gonna level. I watch TV. Yeah, but not as much probably as I do. I prefer to go to the movies too. I love going to the movies, but when there's nothing to watch at the movies, there ain't really much to watch at the movies right now. Okay, right now there's Avatar, which I don't care to watch. Um, there is Wicked 2, but it's on its way out because it's been up for a long time. And after that, I don't know what to watch at the movies. Those were the only two things that were being pushed here. Um, Before it was Wicked 2, and now it's Avatars everywhere. You see Avatar posters everywhere. Let's see. Oh, wait, there's Thanksgiving Day. Two of my friends are in it. Oh, really? Let me know which one it is. Oh, you watch it on YouTube. Okay, well, let me know what it's called because I love a good Nollywood if I can watch one. But there was a couple that I had not finished. I had started to watch and then stopped. And one of them was, oh my God, I can't remember the name right now. I got to go back and look at my list. Um, so what is it? Is it like a Christmas one? Uh, because there was one, it was South African that they showed last year and the year before last. It was called How I Ruined Christmas, I think it was called. And it was really good. But then they had the second one, and I think a character that was in it died in real life. So there was some kind of thing with that one. And I think it was called How I Ruined Christmas. It was on Netflix and it was funny. It was a comedy kind of thing. Christmas comedy. Yeah, let me know what it's called. The one on YouTube. I would definitely watch it. Um, but I could have watched probably more Christmas stuff, but I just didn't have time. I was running around doing all kinds of stuff, so I had no time to be looking at TV. And even now that I do have, I mean, like everything's slowed down now with the day after Christmas. I don't watch anything all day, so it's still going to slow, but I'm still not really watching anything. So I'm gonna take advantage that I'm not in the mood really to watch anything because I can't find anything to watch. So I'm just taking it easy and taking advantage of reading. Oh, you sent me a screenshot on IG? Let me see. if I can find it. Uh, okay, the other woman, the other woman, Uke Montana and Shafi Bello, and I guess I don't know William something other. Let's see. A few of my friends have started acting at 40 plus. Wow. That's really cool. So are your here on the front or are they someone else in the movie? You're gonna have to tell me which character they are so I can be looking out for your friends. But it looks like an interesting looks like a funny one. And I've seen this actress has been in a lot of them. This woman here. I've seen her in a lot of them, a lot of different shows. She always plays this character that's like, well, in one she played like a meddling mother. So they live the her son and the neighbor's daughter are going out, and so she plays the meddling mother of the boy, and then the other lady is the meddling mother of the girl, and so they try to figure out a way to sabotage their son and daughter's getaway trip. So I saw her in that one, and I saw her in a couple of other ones where she plays. She usually plays a snooty lady who's not very nice. So I'm suspecting here. I guess she must be the wife, maybe, and the other one must be the the, the lover. Amalola said Shafi used to live in Maryland. She's got a beautiful singing voice. Oh, comes from a musical family. Oh, she's snooty in this one too. That's what I thought because she has that kind of look. I mean, the way they do her makeup and the clothes they put her in. She's like always snatched and always got, super well made up face, with jewelry and everything. And she's usually pretty snooty and it's funny. It comes off funny though. So I'm gonna watch it since you told me, and it's on YouTube, which is even better. So I'm gonna watch it because I love a good Nollywood. But I literally have watched them all, Amalula, that are on Netflix, and they haven't put anything new. And there's some that I'm waiting to see if they will do part two to the seasons, and it's not happening. So I don't know. There's some South African ones that should have part twos, and there's nothing coming. So I don't know what's going on with that. I think that's a Netflix thing, money thing. There's a couple of them very very good, and then didn't do second part. And one particular is the one from South Africa about the skin bleaching cream. I don't remember what the title of that one was, but boy, was it good! So good. I watch most of the ones on Netflix. I get bored by the movies. Yeah. Well, for me, it's a new thing. I've never had watched Hollywood movies before, but I think they're really good. Sometimes they're done really really well. Sometimes they're done it's really like not great, but most of the time they have pretty good storylines, pretty funny storylines. Um, I'm not mad at it. It's different. It's a different type of movie to watch. So I don't mind. And then it's kind of good because I like the way they do. Because some of them, what they'll do is they'll have like you'll hear discussion, and then they'll slip into Yoruba or Igbo or something, and then they'll slip into English. You're like, wait, what? Luckily, they're really nice. They give you subtitles at the bottom, but boy, they slip in and out of Yoruba and English and all that really quickly, and I think it's really funny. So when you're watching it, it's a real cultural experience. You know, you're getting the Nigerian experience. So I really like it. I think it's good. But thank you for getting my fix. I'm gonna watch it and I'll let you know what I think. I think it's gonna be good because your friend Shafi is in it and she makes for a good, good movie. So I don't doubt. I'll keep you posted. So that's it, y'all. I ain't got much else to say about the books. We're at the year, and everybody should be happy that they read what they read. Don't feel compelled to read if you don't want to. And look forward to January 1st, 2026, so we can do it even better and read even better books, even more books, and have a great year. So I'm off. I will see you again for the next Friday. Bye.